I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to Complete Trader Academy's Daily Review. Today's Friday, August 11, 2023. Hope you had a good week here. So we'll hop right into it here. So this candle opened up and then came down to take out the previous day's lows. All right, left that one intact, which was Tuesday, and then got bullish momentum and pushed all the way up above that high I mentioned yesterday. Watch yesterday's video so it makes sense. Went above that high right there, and then in this larger range it comes above a 50. So let me go to a smaller time frame so you can see it. So here's the thing. So yesterday we make the video here, right? If you're on the 15-minute, or if you're on the 1 hour, let's go to the 1 hour. And we stop right here, no, video right here. Yeah. So I said, you know, we can get this, we could turn into a mark. Let me go to, actually, well, it'd be better to see this bigger. Let me do this. So it was possible that and they don't even get in here. So they saving face, right? Meaning in other peaks before in videos, go watch those. I mentioned that they do whatever they can to save the price from coming down, right? So this is also a consolidation, right? And then I mentioned that we had this high right here. So what they did, instead of coming up to go above, they went down first. And when they went down, if you watch yesterday's video, we had that low, we had that low. Well, this low took out that low. That was the end of yesterday, right? So technically this was like, let's just say lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right there. Not over here, right here, because it does come down and take that out. Then it comes back up. So look what happens in Asia and London. This becomes, so if that's lower low, that becomes lower high. How they delivered it, look, that final little move up, that's your lower high. And then you come down, that's your lower low, right? Now you have this range. This is some fib work too, but if this fib wasn't here like this first. Oops. So I make the fib here. If you do and I should have did this yesterday, but whatever. If you do this like this, it doesn't come to the 50. See that? And you have that imbalance, and that imbalance up there, plus this last up block right here. So that wants to get sealed, and again, we're consolidating. So let me see if I can go to smaller time frame so you could really see it. But when the fib is, yeah, so when the fib is here, this is over here, the 15-minute. It's not a, there's no there's no fair range here. I don't consider this as the final range, like this level from here to here. So if you drag it out and you expect it to stretch out, then you're going to get that retrace back up. And that's how they take out this liquidity. The whole point of what I'm really trying to say is above, to get this liquidity here that they built, this would be a high probability area to go to. Now, it could have went deeper, of course, but my first target and really only target, because it's Friday. You got to keep in mind that like Friday is, you're going to generally be bullish. I mean, if you do the back test, it's like, you know, really accurate, right? As far as percentage wise. And okay, but we're here. We're down here when the market's opening. So 930 shoots down, it takes out that liquidity. So here's the key factor about why you're taking a buy here. Number one, we're consolidating. Number two, this is far-fetched to come down here because they're trying to save the price. Number three, you look at the liquidity that it took. So over here on the 1 hour again, we reach down, we take out that liquidity. Because remember yesterday's video, I was like, oh, they didn't take out that low. They took, right, on the 15-minute. You could see here clearly, this low doesn't take out that low. And look to the right, it doesn't take. I'm sorry, what am I talking about? Okay, yeah, I'm just talking about yesterday. So this low does not take out that low, right? So this is built liquidity as well, right? So where do you expect it to come? If you look back up here, it comes back and so it clears that out, because this ain't shit right here. But if you look to the left here, we have that low right there. So that low never gets taken out. So we come into a demand wick right here. See this wick right here? So this low gets protected, but they took this liquidity out. Now, before they come down, or if they even do, it doesn't matter. It just, this is not so much structure. This is more just like which liquidity pool they're taking so they can go take the other pool above, right? So that's why I'm mentioning this high, and this is left not rebalanced as far as price fair delivery. So what I'm trying to do here is tell you the framework of what is the possibilities, and that's what makes you really the better trader and get consistent when you understand that, and you wait for these things possible only. And it only retests that low right there. So this low here is the same level as that. So this is where I'm also using I'm using the principles of accuracy to help me guide my next decision. So see this low right here? This low is the same as that low. If you read, if you look at the low here, see this low right here? Look up here. The low here is 35,115. The low of this candle, which is this bottom here, is the same. 35,115. So what, as me understanding that, that's helping me say, okay, let's take a buy, because this is now gonna, all these other things I'm mentioning are gonna start kicking in, right? Because I want to take, now I've got this range down here, okay? And with this range, I'm trying to come back up here and take them out, and this is a range in itself, all right? So I want to come to at least 50%. Now, obviously, I would like for it to come here, but I had a feeling it wouldn't even come up there because, okay, yes, it's Friday and it's bullish, but at the same time, it could turn around on you. Number two, because there is liquidity built. And number three, remember, we've had a lot of action. So this is like this price action just coming up here like this. This is letting you know the party's over. It's like, yo, you had a great week. If you were slick enough to catch all this, then, you made a lot of money, and now it's time to consolidate. And that August conversation that we've been having is going to start kicking in. So even when we consolidate going forward, I'm only looking for certain levels to be at. I'm gonna take this buy. Remember, I just explained all this here. So I'm taking this buy here. I got confluence here, and by it touching the same level. And this is a 5 minute. I'm gonna go to a 1 minute. Caught up much lower though. So you're gonna need to see it. This was a momentum trade as well. This was also a confidence trade, because if I wanted to wait for it to break this high and come right back in, then I could have did that, let it tap this block, and I have an imbalance. That's a perfect buy on a 1 minute. But me knowing what I know, and I'm just it is sort of gambling, to be honest, me getting in the trade early. But at the same time, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for them. This is a 10-second, right? Yeah. So I'm looking for them to shake out the market and then take liquidity. Now, remember, this level is where it is. So right here, I don't get my pattern, but I still take it anyway by the candle pushing up. Because if it's gonna go hard, my stop loss will still be here, but it's not gonna come below here if the trade's right. So as you see, this is also, I made a video on this too. When you don't get any pattern, you just get straight bullish momentum. Look at the candles, not giving you. There's no retesting back. There's no whatever. There's nothing. So this, you expect it to be the strength to be completely bullish and not retracing back into itself. So that you could have did that right here as well early, before even waiting for this to break above. Again, not what you're supposed to do, but I'm not teaching you to do that. I'm just telling you what I do. When I take this loss here, I don't mind. Like, I actually took a loss here, and it was sitting on this weak opening price, and then 930 pretty much pushed it up here, right? So when it came back in here and into this block, this is the general pattern I look for. I was looking for that here, but I took this and I lost it, and I don't have a problem with taking this trade because it could have just panned out. Why would I have took this trade? Well, if you look to the left here, we also did, when we're here, look to the left, we took this out. We took these lows out, all right, and we took that low out. Right there, you see that low right there? We also took that low. So if up here you're looking, we took that low and that low. by the time 9:30 was here. So to me, I was using the same logic that we wouldn't come any deeper. And I had this opening gap on the week. Whoops. So, you know, it's no problem. I don't have a problem with that. Taking the loss, my bias is still the same. My idea is still the same, meaning that we're coming up to come up here. But how does it look like here? Well, they came a little bit deeper and they ended up taking out that low now, right? So, which is fine. And once it took it out, yes, I didn't get no pattern, but I'm understanding that this level is also the same level as on the 1 hour, this level right here. Because when it's dipping in, you also kind of think, okay, where is it going to stop on this wick here? Or the next level obviously is this daily imbalance that we've been looking at. So if I stretch it out, it doesn't reach it though. But it doesn't have to. Look how close it gets to it. But it doesn't have to. You know, so what I'm really using is that low. So I hope you're following me here. So that's the reason why, like I'm still looking for the buy, because again, also the strength of it being Friday and manipulative and having this liquidity here when everybody got into that sell. Possibly I didn't though, remember, but that was the power hour. That was the liquidity I was telling you about with that imbalance up there. So hope this makes sense. So when this, so anyways, this is risky. I'm not telling you to do this, but you get this break above and it comes right into this imbalance and same level as this low right here. And then these down blocks right here. See these three? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Comes right in and taps it. That on a 1 minute, it looks like I was telling you, like here, right? So on a 1 minute, it's clear. But you would think this is a lot of risk if you took your entry. Well, if I took this entry from here, then I would have put my stop loss either underneath this candle, because this is the imbalance, or 50% of this candle. I don't expect it to come down. Remember, this is bullish. So, I mean, it's momentum. So I wouldn't want it to see come lower than this. So my stop loss, if your entry was like this, then I would have had it here. I would have had like the stop loss like right here or something. So what this does is, yeah, I could take me out and still go up, right? But if what I'm wanting to happen will have more momentum, then, and if I have my risk here, I'm okay to take this loss. I'm okay to take, even though I just took this loss here, I'm okay to take this loss, because now if it's really going, it's probably going to break lower, right? So I'm not worried about a loss or two, because of the fact that I know my goal is to, where did I take this trade? So I'm taking it to the 50% of this range. So if you look on the 1 hour here, and we just discussed, we have that high right there. And when you stretch the fib out to from A to B, look at on top of this fib at the 50 is that high and that imbalance. So like that's a minimum place for me to take this trade. And I don't have to get more than that. I don't give a fuck if it keeps going. I'm only looking for 2 good trades today. I'm not overstaying my welcome. I'm not trading past the second move. And then here we go. So price moves up here. All right. Then we pop up above. All right. We break down a little bit. This would have been a possible loss if you took it. But it wouldn't have been a bad trade. Because this high of this candle took out this here. So I was like, okay, you know, taking this loss is no problem, but it peaks up one more time. Now it's not even up here, and I don't care. The only reason why I don't care about it is because I know we're going to get a slower day. We just said that we had all this action literally all weekend last week. Like the price has moved. It's going to fizzle out. They want, you know, it's time for them to go get on their boats. You get what I'm saying? So if that's the case, then when this pops up and breaks down, this gives you an imbalance right here. So you literally could be a seller through momentum if you picked a moment like a sell stop right here, and you get in, or you wait for it to retrace back in there. And for me, I'm already in there. I'm using the same idea as this trade here from the momentum with this idea, because it does come up here and take out the liquidity. Yes, we've got into here more, and on the, if you look at the 1 hour, it has sealed that price. Look at this wick. Look at this wick. This is just a 1 hour wick. This 1 hour wick, and it comes right up above that imbalance on the 1 hour now. So once it seals price clean like that, like you're going to get an immediate move the other way. I'm not saying that I'm going to take this trade all the way down here. I only want 2 good moves. And what was the logic? I put the fib from here to here because now this is a range. When it broke out, yes, this is A to B, but also you have this is a range in itself from here, down here to up here. Why? Because yes, it took liquidity out and it did stretch. And that's a range. So if you put a fib on that, where's 50% of that? You see this very common in what I'm doing. And it could also buy back up from here, right? And look what it ended up doing. Ended up playing around the whole day. So why? So look how the experience shows you that, okay, I take this sell to here to the 50. I don't care if it comes lower. I don't care if it even buys back up here. I'm done. I'm not doing no more. I'm promising myself I'm not doing no more. And yes, I could have caught some of these, you know, but for what? You need to be content. You need to be satisfied. You need to get out of the market. And these are the beautiful 2 moves that happen. And the probability of it selling back to here is very, very high, right? Plus we have this day opening right here, right? So, you know, you've got a lot going for yourself to this area, right? But I don't care if it keeps coming down here. I don't care if it breaks above and goes up. I'm done. No more after lunch. I'm not dealing with it, or even after 11. So completely got out, wasn't even finding out. And these decisions are what make you a very successful trader. If you're sitting over here after 12 o'clock on a Friday, after all this movement and news, and you're trying to still catch stuff here, you need to check yourself and realize you trade too much, or you should know better to not even do that, right? Anyways, as far as next week goes, well, here's the problem. We have liquidity up here, right? And we could retrace a little bit deeper here. And this could get ugly for a while and then come down, like if you watched yesterday's video. Or, you know, we end up looking at the 1 hour. We could sell off from here, but it's anyone's ball game. It's literally in the middle of all these ranges. It's consolidating. So I'm only gonna wait for them to take out this high before I look for a sell. I'm only going to look for, if it does sell and come down, I'm only looking for a buy if it comes back into this candle, or if it breaks one of these lows. Like, you follow what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, like, I'm only playing around with high probability areas. So it's anyone's game here. And this could get very ugly. Why would you want to be trading the rest of this month if it's going to be completely ugly like this? Well, the beginning of the month, these first 10 days of August was awesome. So, really, really good. But, yeah, it's about to get stupid. So, we'll see how this turns out, but I would stay away from it. So, all right. Hope this helps. You guys take care. Have a good weekend. God bless.